play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. On the return, here's Hines. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Watson back to the air after that pick. That's complete, David Njoku. And he'll get it up to the 44. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Watson on first and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Set.
Back to the air, Watson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's on the move. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Man, that run was looking so good for him. But you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose. Ball away from his body and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Throwing again is Lamar. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
A give up the gut to Walker. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Ravens in a very tough spot on 2nd and long. Lamar now from the gun. Connects with Bateman. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll run here with Henry. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Hines. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
1st and 10. Here's Watson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Alert! Hey, 31!
From the gun, Watson. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Trying again, following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Watson. Rolling left, buying some time. Throwing on the run, deep depth. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. Oh boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Middle. 180.
Running back sent in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Ozzy, sit up. Report. Wait.
On first down, Jackson. He puts some juice on a deep throw. That's complete inside the 35. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
On the return, here's Hines. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Listen. Hey, alert. Down, let's go.
A final throw before the break. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey. 13. Go ahead. Sit up.
From the gun, Jackson. Bateman hauls it in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, here's Lamar. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep. He's got it inside the 25. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
DC ready.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down throw for Jackson. That's caught at the 4. And this is down all the way to the 3. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Henry. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up second and goal from the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Man in motion here. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Hines. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Catch made by Carter. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Watson now off play action. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
1st down, ball at the 36. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. Running in the red zone. He does it, touchdown Baltimore. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Watson on 1st and 10. And they pick him off again. Off to the races, middle of the field. And he makes the Hefko. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. Return's looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Watson back to the air after that pick. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
That's taken in by Bell. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. Throw wheeled in by Njoku. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that gives the Browns a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown. He's out of bounds. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Sticking to the air with Watson. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. Deshaun Watson with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
And this is caught for 2. Not going to do much against that deficit, but hey, at least a positive add-on to that touchdown. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
That's the end of the third quarter.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens continue adding on to that lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set.
There's a give up the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Reset.
Watson working in the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Set.
And they send a man in motion.
55. 59, 59. 9 of them.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Reset. At 55.
They motion a receiver left.
9 of them.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Forced out to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No, we changed it. 180. What is it? 180.
Now Jackson off the play action. Has it at the 7. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
He doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
180. Nice shot. Report. Shot.
And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. Stuffed once again, and now suddenly they're left with 3rd and goal.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Ravens approaching win number 7 on the year. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Ravens throwing 6 more on the blowout. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens tack on 7 more to their lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Hines. And we'll be out way back on that return, not even up to the 10, but inside at his own 9-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Reset. I put it forward.
Putting the tight end in motion. 1st and 10, here's Watson. Flush down out to his left. He's keeping it. And he drives it up to the 20 before hitting the sideline. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Here's Watson to the air. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Tucker adds the PAT, and they'll continue adding to their lead.
70, Browns 8. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here's Hines. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Reset. 59. I 59. Out and go.
Back to the air following the pick 6. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
I 24. Down and go.
Back to the air, Watson. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They send him left out of the slot.
Down and go.
From the gun, Watson. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
This is it.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And they pick him off again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens have it once again after yet another interception.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He was looking for Mark Andrews. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Jackson now on 3rd. He's got Andrews. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Receiver in motion, headed right. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space.
Touchdown, Baltimore! Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Hines. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, one more snap to play here.
Hey, 31! 54 is down, he's coming. Down,
One final shot here. Connection made with his running back down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they're...
You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my Leisha. ate away. She ate, she ate, she 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 ate away.